Enthusiastic. Thank you, Benny. Vicky? Tapping my microphone. Can you hear me? On the ones and twos? It's Froggy Red in the building. Okay, great. Annie, are you ready?
Enny Benny.
Well, for those who may not have been to our last story time, I'm Red, and this is Annie, and we're the Frog family. And we've been reading here at Nuggets for about a month. Our goal is to increase story times at various times when we can. But for anybody that misses a story time or would like to look back on a story time, my husband is here and he films our readings. So if you click the YouTube logo on the base of the stage, it'll take you to our YouTube page. You can subscribe and see all of our past readings here at Nuggets and all of our past readings before Nuggets. And our Facebook group will tell you when and where we're reading next. We've got some things in the hopper on where we'll be reading as well as reading at Nuggets. So that's exciting. And he's taking a quick second, so we're waiting on him to get back, and then we will begin. We're going to begin promptly. Welcome back, Josh. Hey, Aqua. Welcome in. Oh my goodness, so tiny. Look at your wings. Oh yeah, that's the vibe. Oh my goodness. I love that. They got beads and everything. See, the last time we have read a story that escapes my mind, and somebody said the next time we should wear wings. So here we are, wearing wings. We had to. And green, well, green is because, you know, we're frogs. You didn't know? You just were already wearing them? Well, you're in luck.
Yeah.
It's a winged night. And we're waiting on my son, Enny, to come back, and then we'll start reading. But have you ever been to our story time before here at Nuggets? We read here before.
No.
No? Oh, man. Okay. Well, welcome to those of you who are just joining the Frog family here at Nuggets. We read here when we can, but we're looking to increase that. And if you click I know you have, Benny. I can't forget you. You got the pizza Fran. And the Skittles. I do like the Skittles. But if you ever want to check out our readings outside of Nuggets, or let's say you miss it and you can't make it, or you just want to use it as ASMR at night, if you click our YouTube link attached to our stage, it'll take you to our YouTube channel where we upload all of our story times when we read them, no matter where we read them at. And then our Facebook group gets you all the access on when and where we'll be reading, and we've got some new things in the works to read in other locations. So that is very exciting, and we may also start doing private readings at home around a campfire where people can be a part of the reading and a part of the video. So that's exciting.
Mrs. Red. It's the Frog Lady.
For anybody interested in our really cool gestures, if you pat the froggy down in front, give the stone froggy a little good luck rub on his head, you'll get all of our current Kiwi and Lime merch for our story times. You'll get gestures and a crown. And that way you can proudly wear your crown while you're out and about to say that you've seen the Frog Lady. Hi, Danny.
Hi.
Hi, Joella. Welcome in. New green marker. Let me see. Oh, wow. I love that. The box turned out great.
No, dude, I think it's a frog.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, I love the wings. Everything accentuates the snot bubble very well. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Alana. Welcome in. Oh, my goodness. Tinkerbell in the building. Woo-woo.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Can you hear us on the mic? We're outside. I know. Trust me. We're usually inside, right? But I built this stage and I'm real proud of it. And I didn't think we'd have enough space inside for the stage. You know what I mean? So it was like an outside thing. We're on the lawn. Think of it like a little festival in the park. You bring your own chair. You bring your own sippy cup. You bring your own friends. And we read. Oh, that's okay. Green was just for funsies so you can match us because we're green. Wings is really where it's at tonight. And you have very big wings. Those are nice. Oh, I love your shirt. Oh, yes. Styling and profiling. Raccoon. Rocket. Look at Rocket. Rocket better be real nice to quackers. Yeah. All right. For those just coming in, welcome to Storytime with Red and Enny. This is my son, Enny Benny. And we read here at Nuggets. We're looking to read here a little bit more. And we're going to start our first book here in a bit. Enny is back. I'm going to start because we're having mic difficulties at the moment. So pardon Enny. He's present, but we can't hear his powerful voice at this moment. But he'll be with us as soon as he can get voice to cooperate. So you're stuck with just me right now. Hopefully that's okay. All right. Hopefully everybody can see this maybe. Well, I sure hope so. Hopefully everybody can see this tiny little yellow book down here on the leaf. See this tiny little book? So small. Yeah. It's Happyland Birthday Cake by Dan. Oh. I don't even know. Dan Yaccarino. That's how I'm going to pronounce the last name. I know. That's exactly why we're reading this, Vicky. I had a hankering for cake, and I thought, well, story time. Okay. Let me know when you can see the pages, and we'll start. We've got 4 books tonight, and one is on the screen behind me, but we'll get to that. And then we'll take book recommendations at the end for any books you might want to hear us read next. Can everybody see the pages yet? They're a little blurry. They're loading in. Yep. Okay. Happyland Birthday Cake. Glub made a cake for Bink's birthday, and Clyde wanted to go with him to give it to her. Clyde was very hungry. His tummy was rumbling and grumbling. So Glub Glub gave him one slice. What a nice Glub Glub. Clyde was so hungry. So hungry, even after he ate that slice, that he just kept taking slices and eating them. More and more and more, just taking and taking and taking. He took so much that he forgot to share this slice of cake. I know. Look how sad. Soon as he realized, Bink loved her gift. The end. It's a short tale, but what are we learning from it? Moral of the story.
Okay.
It's okay to eat all the cake? Well, yes and no. It's okay to eat all the cake sometimes, yeah. Maybe when it's your own cake. Maybe if Bink would have gotten the cake up front and Bink ate the cake. But Bink was still just as happy to have the cherry. Sorry about that. But Bink was so happy to just have the cherry on top of the cake that it didn't matter to her. She didn't even realize that there was a whole cake attached to the cherry. She was grateful regardless. And Clyde's now learning that maybe he can't take so much and not remember that other people might also want cake. It's a good, short story, but very good. Let's see here. Next up, we can pick from Totally Bored Boris, Bun and the Bee, A Mouse Named Small. What we thinking next? Ooh, a mouse. Okay, mousy. Let's see. Oh yeah, bringing the big book up. Yeah, heavy. A Mouse Named Small by Louise A. Gikow, illustrated by Lachlan Craig. Okay. Oh, look how cute the little mousey is. Oh, precious. Once, there were 3 animals who lived together in the same barn. A rooster, a pig, and a cow. Who here can make the best cow sound, best pig sound, and best rooster sound? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Moo. Moo, 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 moo. Oink, 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 oink. I know, right? It's kind of silly coming from a frog. I should be ribbitin'. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yes, that was good, Vicky. I felt it. I felt it right in my spirit. All right, we're about to learn about these 3 friends. Welcome in, Tegan. There was another animal who lived there too, a little brown mouse named Small. But he hardly counted. I mean, after all, he's just a little mouse, right? Mooed the cow. Small is, well, small. Snorted the pig. Cock-a-doodle-true, crowed the rooster. Small didn't mind. He was used to being overlooked, and he was perfectly happy being a little brown mouse. The rooster, the pig, and the cow were always talking about who was the greatest animal in the barnyard. The answer is me, mooed the cow. Without me, there would be no milk for the farmer to drink. Plus, I'm the biggest animal in the barn, and that makes me the greatest of all. Okay. Okay, moo cow. Okay, moo cow. The pig snorted. You may be bigger than me, he sniffed, and it is true that you give the farmer milk, but everyone knows that I'm the smartest animal in the barnyard, and that's why I get the scraps from the farmer's table, and that makes me the greatest animal of all. The rooster crowed with laughter. The farmer may feed you slops, he said, but without me, the farmer wouldn't even wake up in the morning without my cock-a-doodle-doo. It is my crow that gets you your breakfast, pig, that makes me the greatest of us all. I feel like each one has their own fair points, especially the rooster here. That's like the OG alarm clock. Let's see. 3 animals. I don't like it either, Vicky. I'm with you there. 3 animals argued that like all the time, day in and day out. Nearby, Small would watch anxiously. He didn't really like it when they fought. It gave him a tummy ache. This went on for some time. Finally, the cow, the pig, and the rooster just got tired of fighting. They decided to get someone to help them settle the argument once and for all, so they turned to Small. You are clearly not the greatest animal of all. No. The rooster crowed to Small. You're just way too small. But you've lived here as long as we have, and you know each of us, so perhaps you decide which one of us is the greatest. Come on, hurry up. Who is the best? Small looked anxiously at the rooster, the pig, and then the cow. He didn't want any of them to be angry with him, so he thought very, very carefully before he answered. Ooh, okay. Let's see, I'm placing bets. Who do you think is the greatest animal of all? I already have my suspicions, but I'm curious. Who out there is feeling rooster? Who's feeling pig? And who's feeling cow? Or maybe someone else. You know what, Vicky? I'm betting you're right. Anybody else got any guesses?
Mousy.
I think Mousie's winning. Let's see. So he's thinking real carefully. It is true, he said finally, that you, cow, are quite, well, large. And you also give milk for the farmer to drink. I am full of admiration for your enormous abilities. The cow nodded, feeling very able indeed. Moo, yes. And you, pig, said the small mouse, also named Small. You must be very smart for the farmer to love you so well. I mean, I wish she fed me the scraps instead of setting out the mouse traps everywhere I go. But I am full of admiration for your enormous intelligence. The pig nodded, feeling very loved indeed. And you, rooster, said the mouse. Without you, we would all sleep through the day. I am full of admiration for your enormous importance. The rooster nodded, feeling very important indeed. That's all nice and fine, scowled the cow. But you still haven't said which of us is the greatest. The mouse anxiously looked at his friends. To me, you're all great, he said finally. The cow, the pig, and the rooster were not happy with his answer. Small hadn't settled anything, really. What do you know? Sniffed the pig. You're too small to make such a big decision. Wow. That was mean. Okay. Pig is one step lower on the list now
I know.
of likable characters. Hi, Blakey. Welcome on in.
Hi.
Hi. That very night, Small was sneaking around the farmer's house looking for some cheese. Being small made this very easy to do. He had just found a small piece of nice, stanky blue cheese on the kitchen floor when he heard a voice. The little mouse froze. It was the farmer talking on the telephone. Yes, she was saying. The rooster is getting old, and he no longer crows every day. It's like the cow no longer gives much milk, and the pig, well, the pig's enormous, and honestly, it's ready for the dinner table. Yeah, so I'm taking them all to the fair tomorrow. Let's see which one sells, you know? Yeah, okay, good talking to you, Linda. Yeah, okay.
Oh
Small trembled in the corner. Oh, this was terrible news. His friends were going to be sold, and who knew what would happen to them. Egats! Well, Small's going to have to tell. Yay, bacon! Oh, no! Run for it, that's right. Run for the hills. Oh, here he goes. He raced back to the barn as fast as him little legs could carry him. He's a running. He's a track star. Welcome back, Enny. Okay. It took the anxious little mouse a lot of squeaking to wake up the cow, the pig, and the rooster. I can only imagine what that had sounded like squeak, 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 squeak. After all, he wasn't called Small for nothing, but finally he roused them. The cow, the pig, and the rooster listened carefully to Small's news, but for some reason, they really weren't worried. It's all right, Small, mooed the cow. We will simply escape from the farm and go live on our own. I will provide the milk for us to drink. I will crow every morning in the forest to wake us up, crowed the rooster. And my great intelligence tells me that this is an excellent idea, snorted the pig, though I will miss the scraps from the farmer's table.
I wasn't so sure.
Yay!
I don't know how they will survive, he thought. Even though I'm small, I'd better go with him to help them out.
Welcome back, Enny.
Thank you!
You're welcome!
Yay!
And so, that very night, when the cow, the pig, and the rooster crept quietly out of the barnyard, Small was there too. They tiptoed carefully to the gate. There was only one small problem. The gate was locked. Dun dun dun!
Wow. And that, it turned out, was an enormous problem. I know I'll just knock the gate down, said the cow. She butted it up with her head, but it was too strong for her.
Uh-oh.
I'll figure it out, said the pig. But though he stared at the gate, he couldn't really figure out how to unlock it. At least I can fly over, said the rooster. But even with a running start, he just couldn't fly high enough.
Uh-oh. I'll see.
We're trapped, mooed the cow. We're finished, crowed the rooster. I'm toast, snorted the pig. Small listened anxiously. He loved his friends, and he didn't want anything bad to happen to them.
"Let me try to open the lock," he squeaked. If the animals hadn't been so frightened, they would have laughed. "You? I mean, what can you do?" mooed the cow. "I mean, you're just a little mouse," snorted the pig. "You're just too small, really, to help," crowed the rooster.
Uh-oh.
But what the cow, the pig, and the rooster didn't know, and you might not know either, is that mice have very strong teeth. So Small got to work. He chewed and chewed.
Finally, he chewed through the fence. The lock fell off. The gate swung open, and the animals were free.
That night, Small found an old abandoned farmhouse in the middle of the woods. "What a perfect new home!" his friends cried when they saw it. "Look, there's an old meadow with plenty of grass where you can graze," Small said to the cow. "And plenty of new and berries for you to eat," said to the pig. "And the sun will come up every morning," the little mouse said to the rooster. "So you can crow all you want."
"Small," mooed the cow, you may be little, but you're truly great." "Without you, we would never have escaped," snorted the pig. "After consulting my brains, I must agree with the cow." "Very true," crowed the rooster. "You may be small, but you are the greatest animal of us all."
Small smiled. "Thank you," he said. Just then, the sun came up and the rooster crowed to someone passing by. It would have sounded like cock-a-doo-doo, but to the four friends it sounded like this. Three cheers for Small!
The biggest hero of them all!
Woo!
Yay!
The rooster, the pig, and the cow hardly noticed Small the mouse, but when the three big animals have a problem, the little mouse named Small saves the day. The end.
Yay!
Yay!
That was a great book. I loved that.
And stuff.
And stuff.
The cheese tax, the cheese
The cheese tax. You know what? They should have paid him some cheese tax. I agree, Tara.
Should have. He
They
deserved
really
it.
should have.
The rules are the rules, and
Because he was out here.
when the cheese drawer opens, you've gotta pay the tax.
He
The
was out
cheese
here.
tax,
Can I
the
do it
cheese
for
tax.
you?
Let me do it for you.
Let me do it for you.
That's very true. They were kind of neat.
They were. They really were. It wasn't until they needed help that they saw his truest potential, which is disappointing. However, hopefully it changes their mind on how just because you're small doesn't mean you're not capable of great big things. Just like how all of you are small doesn't mean you're not capable of great big things. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is cool. I feel like that was better moral story than the
Yeah.
cake moral story.
Yeah. That one's mostly about just eating cake.
Well, let's do our little introduction now that you are here and live on the air. Enny, take it away.
Hi, I'm Annie, and sorry I'm late, but yes, I'm here.
Oh boy.
And we are Kiwi and Lime, Storytime, and we love to read books.
Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yes, always some technical difficulties, but always works out in the end, which I'm grateful for. I'm Red, Miss Red, the Frog Lady. Enny's my son. Let's see. We are Kiwi and Lime story time. That's our little gig. And we've been reading stories for a long time. Some of you may remember we were the people that read the RSC camp story for 2020 when it came out.
Yeah.
we have all those old videos on our Kiwi and Lime YouTube channel. If you ever miss a story time, we record them. If you click our little YouTube link down on the front of the stage, you'll get access to our channel to subscribe, which would be awesome. And our Facebook page tells you when and where we're reading, which we are reading somewhere else next week. I believe so, probably on Wednesday. So we'll keep you posted on that.
Yes.
Yes. And let's see. The only other thing I can think of is which book is next? Do you want to read Sulwe, Enny?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this one's a little tricky. It's our first time ever trying something like this with a media prim. We're hoping that it works out. It's kind of like an SLTV, but when we click it, that doesn't change for everyone. So you guys would have to click to change the page, if that makes any sense. So on this screen behind us, if you touch it, it should take you to the book. I know, right? Last time when we read here, we read some stories from the interwebs, but we had no pictures. And so we've been trying to figure out how we could get pictures for interweb stories we might read. Although I have this book in real life, I don't really have a camera set up to show you my real life book. So we had to improvise. If you click the media prim, you should be able to see it, and then there'll be a little toolbar down below. You can full screen it, and when you click the little pages that are folded like a hot dog, that will give you the book flip option. Not hamburger, hot dog style. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. It works! Yay! It's working for me.
This book is Sulwe. Sulwe was born the color of midnight. She looked nothing like her family, not even a little, not even at all.
I don't... Well, there's a little thing at the bottom that should let you change the page, but for some reason when I'm clicking it now, it's not working.
Oh, is it not?
We have troubleshooted this, for over 2 weeks, and now it no work.
No.
I am clicking the book page itself. Click the top corner. And thank you, whoever said top corner. That worked for me today. I just see the cover. Okay, yeah. If you click the top corner, not like the address bar corner, but you know, of the little girl's face up there. Hi!
Hello.
Oh, snaps. Now I got the cheese tack stuck in my head. Okay. Focus.
Okay, I'll restart if you guys are ready.
I'm ready, spaghetti, sorry.
This book is Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o. Sulwe was born the color of midnight. She looked nothing like her family, not even a little, not even at all. Her mama was the color of dawn. Hardly anyone at school looked like Sulwe either. People gave her sister, Mitch, pet names like Sunshine and Ray and Beauty. Baba, the color of dusk, and Mitch, her sister, was the color of high noon. People gave Sulwe names like Blackie, Darkie, and Night. Sulwe felt hurt every time, so she hid away while her sister made lots of friends. Sulwe dreamed of being the same color as her sister. She wanted real friends too. So she got the biggest eraser she could find and tried to rub off a layer or two of her darkness. That hurt. She crept into Mama's room and helped herself to her makeup. Oh no! She would never hear about this from Mama. Sulwe decided to work from the inside out, and she only ate the lightest foods and the brightest foods. With a stomach ache, she went to bed early and turned to God for a miracle. Dear Lord, why do I look like midnight when my mother looks like the dawn? Please make me as fair as the parents I am from. I want to be beautiful, not just to pretend. I want to have daylight. I want to have friends. If you hear me, my Lord, and would like to comply, may I wake up as bright as the sun in the sky. Amen. When Mama came in to wake her for school, the next morning, Sulwe rose to find not a trace of daylight in her midnight skin. Sulwe told Mama everything.
But.
Mama asked, "What is your name?" "Sulwe," she muttered. "And what does it mean?" "Star," Sulwe whimpered. Brightness is not your skin, my love. Brightness is just who you are. As for beauty, Mama said, rubbing Sulwe's stomach the way she always did to comfort her. You are beautiful. Sulwe sighed. How could she, as dark as she was, have brightness in her? How could she have beauty when no one but her mother seemed to see it? How could she be a star? That night, a shooting star appeared in Sulwe's window. "The night sent me," the star said. "Come with me." Sulwe hopped into the star, and they started off as they went. "Long ago, at the beginning of time," said the star, "there was night and day. They were sisters. They loved each other very much. But people didn't treat the sisters the same. People gave day names like lovely and nice and pretty. People gave night names like scary and bad and ugly. She felt hurt every time. Well, Night got fed up, and Night walked right off the earth. They stayed behind and enjoyed making everybody happy in the sun. But then day grew too long. Day began to really miss her sister. So did everyone else. There had to be a way to get her back. Day set off to find Night, and she did. I miss you, said Day. I miss you too, said Night. But you don't know what it's like to be treated badly for being dark. You're right, I don't, Day replied. But what I do know is that we need you just the way you are. Come and see. Night returned, and the people rejoiced. We need the darkest night to get the deepest rest. We need you so that we can grow, dream, and keep our secrets to ourselves. The stars chimed in. Brightness isn't just for daylight. Light comes in all colors. And sunlight can only be seen in the dark. While day had a golden glow, with night everything had a silver sheen, elegant and fine. Day told her sister, when you are the darkest is when you are the most beautiful. It's when you are the most you. Could it be that night did not need to change? Not even a little? Not even at all? Now that night and day were back together, a little bit of night returned to day in the form of shadows, and a little bit of day returned into night in the form of moonlight. They were inseparable from the moment on, and promised to celebrate the brightness in each other whenever people chose not to see it or not. You see, the star explained, we need them both, on the sunniest day and the darkest night, and every shade in between. Together, they make the world we know light and dark, strong and beautiful. Sulwe rose the next morning, beaming.
Wow.
There would be no hiding anymore. She belonged out in the world, dark and beautiful, bright and strong. And if she ever needed a reminder of her brightness, she could look up in the sky on the darkest night to see for herself. Sulwe felt beautiful inside and out. The end. Yay.
That was a gorgeous book. Very
Yes.
great story, stunning visuals. The artist really captured that very well. You did a great job. I'm glad she realized the truth too.
Thank you.
And that it is a good book. Very good.
Yes.
Thank you. That was great.
Of course.
Let's see here. We've got two more books. We have Totally Bored Boris and The Bun and the Bee. The Bun and the Bee is cool because this is actually created by somebody here in SL. A store called Little Bun.
Wow.
Little Bun Publishing. Emmy Evelyn Adams. She makes a lot of books and she sells them at little kids events, and sometimes she's got the little posters on the wall and stuff. So how neat is that? Isn't that cool? I say we
Yeah.
read that one just because I'm hyping it up. Yeah, she's got a bunch of books. Alphabet books, books about dinosaurs, astronauts, and space. But I figured, we're coming up on
Wow.
Easter. It might be a little early, but we should probably learn now about the Bun and the Bee, right?
Yes.
Yes. A Bun and the Bee, an original book by Little Bun Publishing. The little bun thinks for a moment, then follows after the bee.
The bee leads the little bun across the field. The fence is lined with flowers, and the birds sing in the trees.
The little bun loves hopping and running and talking with her new friend. The bee tells really good stories.
Finally, they reached the field of clover. The little bun is so excited, and the two friends enjoy their snack. The little bun's favorite part were the delicious flowers.
Aww. But soon the sky begins to turn more pink and orange and less blue. "We'd better head home," says the bee.
So the little bun and the bee race each other back through all the flowered fields.
The bee buzzes past, with the little bun hopping fast, fast, fast. They run past the fields behind the nearby farm.
The sky grows darker as the forest comes into view. Soon they would be home, ready to rest for the night.
When the sun is set, the stars come out. "Good night, bee," the little bun wishes her friend. The bee goes back into its hive, and the little bun runs into her burrow.
Good night, little bun, the mother bunny says. The little bun tells her mother all about her adventure as they cuddle up and go to sleep.
The end.
Yay! That was adorable.
That was very cute.
Very cute.
Adorable.
Yes.
Oh, we got nuggets.
Nuggets.
Gold nuggets.
The
Just in
precious
time.
nuggets.
Golden
Yes,
nuggets. Just in time for our last story.
Yes.
Get your nugget, Annie.
I think I got it.
Okay. Thank you, Jackson.
Chicken nuggets.
All chicken nuggets. And as we all collect some scrummy dumbly lumptious golden nugs from Jackson, we will read our final story. Totally Bored Boris by Hans Wilhelm. It was written and illustrated by him. How cool.
Awesome.
You can go. Take it away, Annie. You got this.
Boris had played with all of his toys.
Wow.
He had read all of his books. But now he didn't know what to do next. He thought and thought, but he could think of nothing to do. Boris was totally bored.
He was. Finally, Boris got up and went to his father. He tooted his trumpet, doo-doo-doo-doo, and said, "Let's do something!" "I am doing something," his father said. "I'm busy painting. Why don't you go fishing?" "Fishing's no fun to do alone," said Boris. "Please do something with me." "I can't right now," his father said. "Why don't you read a book?" "I'm tired of my books," replied Boris. "Tired of it, Grandpa."
Boris hoped that his mother would do something with him. "I'd love to," said his mother, "but I promised your little sister I'd take some cookies with her. Why don't you help us?" "No, no, no!" cried Boris. "I hate my sister and I hate baking cookies." And he stumped back to his room.
Oh my gosh. Boris could hear happy noises coming from the kitchen. The chattering and laughing made him feel even worse. He decided to go to his tree house. I mean, he alienated himself, but all right.
"Maybe there's something to play with in there," he said. He took his trumpet with him, just in case there wasn't.
But as soon as Boris had climbed up the tree, he saw that there was nothing to do. It was as boring as being back in his room. Ugh.
"What can I do? What can I do?" he asked himself over and over again. There were lots of things he didn't want to do, but nothing that he really wanted to do.
That's quite the dilemma.
Yes.
Suddenly, A huge cardboard box came walking by. From inside came the voice of Boris's sister chanting, "I'm on my way to build a castle! I'm on my way to build a castle! But no one will know where it is! It's a secret! Shh!"
From the tree, Boris could see exactly where she was going. Building a castle, he thought. What a boring idea. If I had that box, I'd make a spaceship out of it. He kept watching his sister and her friends begin the work.
Soon Boris saw everyone pasting cutouts and buttons on the castle and painting pictures on the walls. Boris knew that what he would have done instead. A spaceship would need rockets, aerials, lots of other things, but then he remembered that he was too bored to do anything.
The next thing Boris saw was his sister and her friends carrying streamers and crepe paper. I guess they're going to have a party, Boris thought. So what? I hate parties. But he kept watching them from his treehouse.
"Mother gave us all her old jewelry and clothes to play dress-up in," his little sister said very loudly as she passed under Boris's tree a few minutes later. "I'll be a princess, but you won't see it," she added. Of course he would see it, he thought to himself. He acted as if he wasn't even interested.
The dressing up sounded very noisy and cheerful, but Boris imagined what he would dress up as if he were his party. A spaceman, or even an alien from a strange planet.
Ooh, I think we have an alien in the crowd. Tara? Meep. But then Boris saw that the others were having a good time anyway, and that made him feel even more out of sorts than ever. When they posed so the princess could take a snapshot, Boris threw twigs down at them, but they were having too good of a time to notice.
Then his sister said to her friends, "Now let's have a party." Oh no, I mean a royal feast. Remembering that she was now a princess, she walked proudly by Boris' tree again, this time carrying a bowl filled with warm cookies.
The sweet smell of freshly baked cookies drifted up to Boris's treehouse. The pitcher of juice made him feel thirsty, but nobody paid any attention to him. They were too busy laughing, eating, and having a good time together. "Ugh, this is too much," said Boris.
Boris couldn't bear it any longer. He picked up his trumpet and blew it as loud as he could. Blat! Then again and again. Blat! Blat!
When he stopped, there was silence. There was no talking or giggling. The trumpet noise had worked. It had put an end to their silly, fun, and stupid party. Boris felt very pleased with himself. Yes, indubitably. He suddenly heard his name called from below. "Oh, Boris!"
Boris! A trumpet is just what a royal feast needs, called one of the guests. How about it? Will you be the king's trumpet? Boris was about to say something very rude, but then he thought for a moment and said, "Maybe I could be the trumpeter, but I'd only do it if I get 20 cookies." "How about 3? asked his sister, looking at the almost empty bowl. "Okay," said Boris. "That's a fair price." And he climbed down from the tree.
The party turned out to be fantastic. The trumpeter trumpeted, the king drummed, the royal court danced, and Boris forgot all about his boredom and nothing to do's.
But he did not forget about the cookies, which the princess had saved especially for him.
The end.
Yay!
Yay! That was another great one.
It was.
I also liked the Floral Feast, also known as Royal Feast.
Yes.
I'm saving that for our isms. Yeah, I agree with that, Joella. I guess that's just a sibling thing, you know? He was being a grump. Kind of looked like the Bernstein Bears. Do you remember the Bernstein Bears? Wasn't the brother always a real toot sometimes?
Yeah,
I think he might have been.
He was unnecessarily grumpy.
You know, looking back on Boris's behavior, I'm wondering if he had the big sad, and maybe that's what that was. And then he realized he didn't need to have the big sad.
Yeah.
I think the food helped him out.
I think so too.
He was convinced.
Yes, the cookies attracted from his tree house.
Cookies do help, especially when they're warm and they're kind of slightly soft in the center and you can smell them. But they're a little too hot to touch, like hot, hot, hot. So you have to, you do the thing where like you bite it and then you because, you know, you've learned nothing.
I just didn't like that they all ate from the bowl, but then it was just cookies in there, but like they touched all the cookies, so.
Yes, exactly. Chocolate lava. And you should get some cookies. I think that you deserve cookies. You've sat excellently through story time, and I'll tell whomever the caregiver is that you did so you can get them. Well, that is all the stories that we have for you guys tonight, and I really appreciate you all being here. If you want to hear them again or hear any of our other ones, feel free to check out our YouTube channel. We'll have this video uploaded later on, and I'll have all the timestamps put in so you'll know what stories are when if you have a special story that you want to hear again. Thank you, Vicky. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
A lot. You're probably like our 7th subscriber. So wear a 7th sticker for us. Yay! And we can't wait to see you all again. Oh, if you have any book suggestions, please leave them down below and we will do everything we can to get the book to read it the next time.
Yes. What do you guys think we should wear next time for story time?
Yeah, what's next time's theme? We wore wings and green. Pink, okay. Pink and pink pirates. Oh.
Ooh, that's interesting.
A very interesting combo. I can dig that. I like that. Gags. Was that the Ethan gag? The little cat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Benny, you just be Benny.
Yeah, you can just be you.
I mean, you can
don't
just
have
be
to
you
dress
too.
up.
But sometimes it's fun to just get dressed up.
It
You want to play dress up?
is.
I play dress up all the time. I mean, I'm a frog, okay? Rip it. Ooh, pink or purple pirates. I love the theme. Oh, you found some green wings. Oh, I see. Oh, I love them. They're like moth wings.
Yes.
They got the eyeballs on the back. Ah, it's a big predator. Ah. Don't forget to get your nuggets before you go and pat the frog, the stone frog, for all your Kiwi and Lime merch. Get a crown and some gestures. That's how we're playing all of our cool gestures tonight. Oh yeah, definitely. He needs some green in that. I'm picking up the books. So if anybody needs to know what they are, I can message you if you're interested in knowing what books we read. You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys for coming to Storytime.
We had a blast. And next Friday will be Pink Purple Pirates. Write that down.
Yes.
Now what's better, 6 p.m. or 5 p.m.? Because the last time we read was 5. What y'all like time-wise? We're open. Oh gosh, conflicted already. 5 or 6.
5,
It's
6.
3 a.m. for you. Oh my.
Oh, wow.
Get some good sleep or don't.
Normally 5.
Up at this point, you're doing great.
Mr. Jackson.
Okay, yeah, true. This is true, Benny.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just stick
Guess
with
we'll
6
have to
and
collaborate on an event then.
Yes, that would be good.
Jax.
Yeah!
Jax.
Oh, Jax! Oh, here we are, here saying yes!
Jax.
Oh, I can't wait for the Easter Bunny. Is it Easter pictures tomorrow? If I'm not mistaken? I think the calendar
Easter
says-
pictures.
3, 2, 1. Poofs! Bye! Thanks for coming along!
Have a great night, everybody.
Sunday, okay. We have multiple opportunities. Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Excellent. It's good, because I was getting a little worried it was the one day.
I don't know why I'm typing. Yes, the Easter Bunny's coming 3 days next week. Just like how Santa came a couple different days, so we get as many kiddos in as possible.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't think I was here for Santa, but I definitely
Yeah,
want to take
Santa
Enny
got
Bunny.
stabbed a few times.
What?
Listen, these Nugget kids are feisty. Didn't know there's a baby knife gang going around in the community.
I did not. I'm honestly grateful we haven't been shanked here at Storytime. That's very startling news. What? Joella, I mirrored this sentiment.
It will be on Sunday after Benny's set and the raffle ends at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. They're 2-hour slots. Then we'll be back the 5th from 4 to 6 p.m. SLT and then noon to 2 on Saturday the 8th.
I'm gonna have to write that down. I gotta write down Pink Purple Pirates too.
Blakey, I can't remember. You asked... Weren't you trying to ask Santa for a big baby brother? Did Blakey run off? Blakey was trying to ask Santa for... They were all trying to get Santa to baby brothers and give Blakey